下面是讲那个大圆满的这个殊胜特点。宁们把拉布鲁多克斯，他就克个金钟改为，杨桑特勒尼米人唱吧，大什么大等就张着。他是用一个印度的古印度的这个比喻来，就是说明，说是魔法时代的时候，其他的8种乘，就是声闻、缘觉、菩萨乘，还有外序是什么世序、心序、瑜伽序，还有马哈和阿内尤嘎，这8种乘呢，就是相当于是星星的光一样，就很难以牵出，这个魔法时代的众生的黑暗。那么大圆满呢，就像是太阳的光一样的，所以我们依靠3种信心呢，应该就是好好的修大圆满的。其他的法呢，不一定能牵出你的烦恼，就是最好用大圆满的这种法呢，就是能彻底牵出你的这个烦恼。就是所以下面就是讲魔法时代的时候的大圆满的殊胜性。
And verse 19 is about the supremeness of the great perfection practice. And here in this verse, it also used a legend of ancient India. And here, the metaphor is used, the starlight is used for the 8 lower yanas. The 8 lower yanas are the Shravaka yana and the Pradyaka Buddha yana and Bodhisattva yana, and also the outer Tantra, the Tantra sect, action sect, the performance sect, and the yoga sect, and also the Mahayoga and Anu Yoga. These are the 8 lower yanas. And the 9th one, the top one, is Adi Yoga, which is the great perfection. And for the 8 lower yanas, if you do this 8 lower yanas practices, you cannot completely remove your afflictive emotions. But if you do the practice of the great perfection, you can uproot all the elective or the afflictive emotions.
下面这个大圆满呢分2个，一个是本来清净，一个是人欲之成，就是嘎达查缺，还有冷着托尔格，就这2个。首先第一个，刚写的这个把马就点燃了，让香港的都晓得，也懂杂着让死人我西呢，萨lâm积就这个但这人，就是大圆满呢，就对自己心呢，就是不要去就单着吧，就是自然放松，关注于自己的心的时候呢，你就会认识自己的心啊。就是中观当中呢，有时候也有这样的怎么说，心无有心，心性即是光明，就是般若当中也有这样。但是大圆满是更有窍诀的，就是让我们的心反观自己的时候呢，你会认识自己心的本来面目，就是通过这种方式很快就获得成就，就这是大圆满的本来清净的支持法。
And verse 20 is about the actual 2 practices of the great perfection. The first one is cutting through the stream of delusion, and the second one is spontaneous presence. So to do this practice, and I think verse 20 is the first one. It's about when you do this practice, you need to look at your mind without any do not contrive. Relax your mind in its most natural way to realize the nature of mind. And also for this similar practice or something parallel in the middle way or Prayala Paramita, we also heard verses like there is no mind in your mind. The nature of your mind is luminosity. So when you do the great perfection practice, if you do that in the correct way, you can swiftly attain enlightenment.
汉地禅宗呢也讲直心性，印度的中观宗呢也直心性，但最根本的认识心性很重要的。以前我去法国，当时作家仁波切中心，他们修大圆满非常水系，就非常好。 我不知道你们英国这边是修的怎么样，我们不是特别清楚，但确实我相信大家修得很好的。其实我们每个人应该认识信心很重要的，如果一旦认识信心的话呢，那所有的世间的这些痛苦啊、烦恼啊，根本不会对你有害的。所以我自己认为是观修，尤其是认识信心就是非常重要。
In the Zen tradition, they also teach people in a direct way to realize the nature of mind, or you can see a direct pointing the nature of mind. And also in the middle way school, you can also find this kind of teachings or practice. So I think realizing the nature of mind is very, very important, because once you realize the nature of mind, all the worldly suffering, all the afflictive emotions, even they arise, they cannot harm you, they cannot influence you. When I went to Liaoning 20 years ago, more than 20 years ago, I find that practitioners there, they were doing great practices on this part. I'm not sure, and I don't know, I'm not familiar if practitioners here in this center are doing the same way.
下面是那个第二个人因之称，就像俺的日当这个当地，让那样头这个把龙选，我从中口里门把个样子也，那我想他就是破镜过个嘛。他但愿蛮修行的时候呢，观托嘎就是通过三种做事啊、三种看事啊，然后观这个天空当中的明点啊、一些金刚念啊等等，这样的时候，所有的这种执着呢，就是全部消于法界，最后呢，大圆满的四普境界也会圆满的。
And so verse 21st, verse 21st is a spontaneous presence practice. And if you follow the correct posture and the way of gazing, the three postures and the three gazing ways, if you do that correctly, you will see the light spheres, and you will see other things that will naturally come to your vision. And then when your practice get more advanced, these things will dissolve into the Dhammadhatu, or the all-pervading space. And then all your grasping, all your attachment will dissolve in Dhammadhatu and the all-pervading space.
最后这部论点要结束的时候呢，法王做一个中介的，他是怎么样造的呢？跟其他人的造论有点不同。这个中这么就是那个他们老师一边那样子多么样，托上弄的人点看法完的，俺这认真就别让西了。他说上面所造的论点呢，实际上是就是一个非常简单的这个语言呢，就是全部连串起来的。那么他呢，不一定是很多有智慧的人欢喜，因为他没有很美妙的这种言辞啊，就是美妙动听的词语啊，没有这样的。但是呢，的确是跟其他人的造论有点不同的。其他人造论可能要翻很多的资料啊，找很多的这种材料啊，然后拼命的想啊，就一直就迷思苦想啊，就这样的。但是他呢，很轻松的这种智慧当中流露出来的，突然就流露出来的，就是所以呢，这就是这个藏传佛教当中的谦卑大德的一种特点，就是不是我们不像现在学术界一样的，就各种各样的这种数据啊，就是原理啊，全部对在一起啊。他这是一种造论呢，就是跟有点不同的，就像是可能他不会有什么这个参考资料啊，就是只是把上面的这些修行的要点全部，当时我们是亲眼看到的，我们拼命的记，就然后像是拼命的说完了以后就是这个，就除了这个以外没有什么其他的，所以这句话当中呢，就是讲到了藏传佛教的这种造论跟我们可能很多学术界的不同的点在这里。
So verse 22 is a summarized, Khenpo Rinpoche summarized this teaching in verse 22. And he said, because this composition is made up of plain words. There's no poetic phrases. So on this side, on this aspect, it's different from the way other people composing their works. And if you look at this, you will see, because a lot of people, when they compose something, they will use a lot of books as their references, and they will sit there, think to a very long time. After they think of a long time, then they start to write down what they want to compose. But this one, we all, the disciples at that time, we all witnessed. Khenpo Rinpoche just used 23 minutes to finish the whole thing, and without using any references, without sitting there thinking too much. It's just spontaneously outpoured from his heart, from his mind. So I think it's unique. It's a very unique way of composition of the early translation. And also, Khenpo said, and also it's very different from the academic way of composing, because they use a lot of data, use a lot of theories to support their ideas. But here, it's totally different.
最后是做回向，就是回向三根，给完的一年得到马里，给完的一马里着儿呢。 个日第他们去了，我们就是，他不讲家或者说你娘多，该这个咱们这儿马节节，也就是说上面所造的三根，我们听课的三根，我那个给大家教课的三根，有些人打哈欠的三根，有些人打瞌睡的三根，那么所有的这些三根呢，我们都回向给所有的老母有情，就是让这些众生呢获得了。 这个法宝法，还有本心僧，就是三圣的果位。法王说，我也是，生生世世当中以文殊菩萨的精神呢，一刹那也不要离开。意思就是说，带着这个文殊菩萨的利益众生的这种勇敢的这个菩提心来，就是生生世世就是救度无量的有情。
And the last verse is dedication. So, here we will see virtuous roots of composing this teaching, and also including listening to this teaching like you are doing right now, and also including I'm teaching this, all these virtuous roots, and also including people who falling asleep. So all the virtuous roots, we can use them to dedicate to all sentient beings. May they all obtain the three kayas, the Sambhoga kaya and the Nirmana kaya and the Dhammakaya, and also the Svabhavika kaya. And here, Khenpo Rinpoche said he has the aspiration to benefit all sentient beings, use the bodhicitta as what Manjushri has to do all the beneficial activities to benefit all sentient beings in samsara.
一般的呢，讲那个肉在那个养文，他们讲家伙儿讲呢，也只吃不着了，咱就穷苦过日子。 我弄中从媒体的就是干嘛？你什么地方了？别说给我，这个是后面的一般的一个中介的这个一些后文，就是这里面就是说，在五台山呢，就是有一个，如果你们以后去五台山朝山的话呢，就对面有一个，就是菩萨顶的对面有一个山寨洞，山寨洞的上面呢，可能要爬山，就是路不太好。 但是上面有很多的禁忌，就是在那个地方是造这部论典。我是每次去五台山的时候呢，就是到这里去抄，就然后自己念一个这种中原行者名典。还有呢，就是东台町就是有一个叫洛阳口的，就这个洛阳口呢也是文殊菩萨长期居住的，《华严经》里面专门有记载的。这两个地方呢，我是经常去的，所以。 因为这是文殊菩萨的一种特殊的这种加持和转法轮的地方，那么法王呢，就是当时是我刚才前面也讲了， 就是在那里呢，就是23分钟，就抄下来的，就是所以说，这个确实是在我们这个尼玛班当中呢，就是有一个叫做是全职隆庆ram正做的，我现在在学院正在讲，就汉地的人呢，大概也好像每天晚上就是那个就是那个网上听课的呢，就是大概我们上次呢，就是大概1万多人，就是在听，在网上听，就是我们现场的只有几千人，就两千人左右吧。那么这个话是什么呢？就是大圆满信心修习。就是大圆满信心。其实，如果这个再广的话呢，是大圆满信心修习，从显宗到密宗。像格鲁派的话呢，有菩提道次第论和密宗道次第论。那么尼玛班呢，就是有这个大圆满信心修习。大圆满信心修习和菩提道次第和密宗道次第全部浓缩的话呢，就是这个中原行者明典。所以这是你们。有修行的、有理论通达的人呢，一看都知道。我觉得这部论点，你们这个中信的人那天让我这个讲，就是让我当时很高兴。哇，就是这次很好的一个，就抓到一个很好的这个项目，就找到很好的生意，就是我就很高兴。就是到了这里，我觉得我自己呢，也很长时间都是没有讲过这部论点，就是所以说。就今天就是很圆满，就是刚才那个在你的负责人说那个，我说最后需要多长时间念诵，就是他说可能需要5分钟吧，就是所以我时间掐的还比较不错，还有5分钟。
So, if you look at the last part of the text, you will see this. There's a paragraph and talks about. How and when this teaching was composed. And Khenpo said every time when he visits the Five-Peaked Mountain, he will go to a cave which is called the Subata Cave. Maybe the pronunciation or it's not very correct, but you can find it out later. Because and also another cave in the East Peak, because that cave is also recorded, or you can find that cave being described in the Avatamsaka Sutra. And because this place is the place where Bodhisattva Manjushri turned the well of Dharma, so it's very supreme. And also it described that this teaching was written down or composed in 23 minutes. And here, one thing that Khenpo ended is now he's still in the process of giving the teaching of Longchen Ramjam's finding comfort and ease in the nature of mind for his disciples in China. And the people who are listening to this teaching is around 2,000 people in the assembly hall, and there are 10,000 people listening to this teaching online. And so this is one of the commentary, a very important commentary, describes the path of the stages of the path for our practice, including the Sutrayana and the Tantrayana. This is this teaching belongs to Nyingmapa, and also there are other teachings parallel to this in Gelupa, which is the great treatise on the stages of path to enlightenment. And also it have 2 volumes. One volume is about the Sutrayana practice, another volume is about the Mantrayana practice. And all the 3 books put together summarized into this teaching. So it is a quintessence of Buddha Dharma. So when I was requested to give teachings on this one, I was very glad because I know it's supreme. And also I haven't taught this teaching for a long time. So I was very glad to get this project when I first heard your request. And I thought it's a very good deal for me. Yeah. One thing Khenpo said, because before this, he was asking how long will the concluding prayer will take, and they told me it will be 5 minutes. And then Khenpo just stopped 5 minutes to 9, so he said he's very accurate on time.
Khenpo, we'd just like to say a few words by means of thank you for this evening, and we have many things to thank you for. Firstly, for your incredible generosity in sharing this teaching, this profound, comprehensive, and precious teaching from Khenchen Gyemig Rinpoche. And I think it's clear for all of us we've been disarmed by many things, disarmed by your warmth, your gentle but candid clarity, and I would say captivated by your authenticity, your infectious humor, and your directness. In the West we have this phrase, tell it like it is. And you've done just that, and it's just what we need. And in this short time this evening, you've given us a powerful teaching, you've shared a powerful reminder for which we all feel a sincere and heartfelt gratitude, a reminder of our responsibility for ourselves, not to deceive ourselves following the teachings as theory alone, but rather to be honest, to genuinely reflect and apply the Buddha's teachings to ourselves, to our minds, and for the Westerners here amongst us, to laugh more. And because, of course, of the close connection that we share with your great teacher, Khenchen Khenpo Rinpoche, we feel a natural and direct Dharma connection with you. And so we pray for your long life, Khenpo. We pray for your activities in the Dharma to flourish effortlessly and to be accomplished just as you wish. And we ask, please, for you to return as soon as you can to the West and to hear the Rigpa Center in London and to any of the Rigpa centers, and please think of them as your home. So thank you very much, Khenpo, for a wonderful teaching. We are all deeply grateful. Thank you.